Good morning, friends. Paratom here. We're a couple minutes late. Sorry about that. Um, we do have our headgear and we do have our microphones, so at least we're not unprepared in that way. Today is Thursday, April 3rd, and if you are not new here, you know that every Thursday we come on live at 9 o'clock. We are here in Albion, New York, which is the small town between Rochester and Buffalo. And we are on the Erie Canal, which is a super fun place to live. So we are glad to have you here. And if you are new here, a couple of things. One, we don't do like a comment sold kind of thing. But if you would like to purchase anything that we're going to talk about today, you can hop on over, catch that pun, hop on over to the website, which is townandcountryquiltshop.com, and check out the Facebook Live tab at the top. And everything that we're going to talk about is going to be there so that you can purchase if you would like to. We're going to talk about some new fabric, make some announcements, and just kind of bring everyone up to speed. All right, so we are eagerly anticipating the All New York Shop Hop. As you well know, we've been talking about it a lot. And we literally just yesterday got some merch in the store. We didn't even open it yesterday. I had Brenda open it today. And this
it's beautiful.
Is the I Love Quilting t-shirt that is going to be available on May 1st. We got it in several sizes between small, Brenda's very excited about the shirts, between small and 3X. So we just got them out of the box. So I have not put them on the website or anything yet, but we just wanted to show them to you because they're super cute.
But they will be available for pre-sale.
They will be available for pre-sale, yes.
Limited supply.
Yep, we only got so many because we didn't want to have too many. So, and I love how they did a little spin on the I Love New York idea and changed it to I Love Quilting. So those are here, but not ready quite yet. But we didn't want you to miss out. So as I said, we're getting ready for it. There are 27 days until it begins on May 1st. And we are hoping that we have a whole bunch of new faces coming in the door, and we are looking forward to seeing you all then. All right, so the other thing I wanted to talk about is, as you may know, if you follow our local news here in Orleans County, we are going to be celebrating a bicentennial this year. The county was established in 1825, and this is 2025. So a year ago almost, a friend of mine said, now I'm on the bicentennial committee, and I think it would be great if we had a quilt to commemorate the bicentennial. And I thought, just what I need, another thing to do. But it has been very fun. I'm so glad that I said yes to him. And I had an opportunity to work with several great ladies. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like. It's behind me. I'm going to move out of the way a little bit. This is our bicentennial quilt. And it has a block for each of the townships in Orleans County. We've got Yates, Carlton, Murray, Gaines, Kendall, Ridgeway, Albion, Shelby, Berry, and Clarendon. And we have them situated in about their geographical location in the county. Obviously, it's not perfect, but and we also wanted to highlight some of the enduring values of Orleans County residents, which are faith, farming, and family. I was talking to my friend yesterday who had asked me to do this, and he said, what about fishing? And I thought, oh my gosh, we forgot about fishing. And that is one of the enduring values. We are a fishing destination for many. And so maybe on the next iteration, we'll add fishing, but not today. We also, this is quilted by myself, and we added some feather quilting and some meandering, and we just wanted to make it special for the county. And it will be dedicated on April 15th at a ceremony at the courthouse. I got to go to the courthouse for the first time yesterday, which tells you I am not normally being arrested or tried for anything. No, I've never been to the courthouse. I had to go through, what do you call that? security.
Security,
And,
yeah.
you know, they're like, do you have any bracelets? And I'm like, I got a watch. And they're like, hold it up. Yes, I'm a law-abiding citizen, Brenda says.
Who's never been divorced.
Also true.
Yeah.
Also true. I have been married, but that wasn't in the courthouse.
It wouldn't have had to be there.
Go there.
Divorce does, but not there. Yeah.
Well, good to know. So yeah, it was fun to set it up, and the light is beautiful in there. So I don't know if that matters to any of you, but so they're going to have a ceremony for that on, not just for the quilt, obviously. It's for, like, you know, the history of the county and etc. on April 15th, and some of us are going, so that'll be fun. And I just wanted to give you a look because we probably won't have it for much longer. But what we'll be doing is traveling throughout the county. It will be featured in the county events and parades, I think. And also it will be on display in each of the 4 county libraries throughout the year. So yeah, just wanted to share. And it was fun. All right, so we got some new fabric in. Honestly, I may say this most of the time, but this was eagerly anticipated because I just love the colors in this. And the line is called Sage Wood. It's from Moda. I'm going to take these down. These are some of the solids that I got to coordinate with it. Nice, very saturated tones. Can that be seen on the video?
I can see that one.
Okay, so we'll just hold them up quick. There's this one.
I'll back up a little. There's the whole pile.
Oh, okay. So you can see the pile.
Sorry for the bumpy video.
Those are yummy. And then these are the prints. This is a nice warm gold color with some posies on it and some vines. Not directional whatsoever.
Not pretty.
This one has I think it's a black background. I'm not positive.
I think it's black.
The light isn't
pretty
ideal
sure.
in here.
Little tiny flowers on it.
Sweet little flowers. This one is a turquoise background. Ooh, blends perfectly with this.
Okay,
solid.
It's not directional, but I just flipped it over anyway. And that actually it is a little
very
bit
much like a garden,
yeah.
Wildflower garden. I don't know if those are wildflowers, but I'm not going to consult our resident master gardener right now. This does have some direction. Those are dragonflies, and
there's 2 different ones of these. The other one has a dark background. Yes. And the dragonflies are a little darker.
This one has a fuchsia background. Sorry, the clip was coming off. And it's that same floral motif that you saw a minute ago, only with a different background. I think we might have that in 2 more backgrounds. Irene, were there some that you really liked?
Yes, that's the black background. This one.
We do have it in the black, and then this one is a black background too. But
I'll put it up.
Yeah.
Look at that. I love this.
I love that too.
All right, I want to show you a couple of the lighter ones.
We ran out of room on the table earlier, so.
They aren't all dark.
Right.
Okay, there are some light backgrounds.
That's like the same one as the first one.
Yep, and this is the same one as that black one I just showed you.
So lots of possibilities.
Yep. I'm not going to show them all, but I do love this one.
Oh yeah, zigzag.
Isn't that sweet?
I didn't even see that one earlier.
That is so sweet. And there are more, but we don't want to bore you to tears. Right. Or if you aren't bored, just come on down.
Right. Yeah.
There's a green. Maybe I should show you the green because it's different. Mm-hmm. Here, we'll do one of the greens. This is the green that goes with it. See, it's not spring green. It's not olive drab. It's in between.
That fabric reminds me of that table runner that we made the sample of that was lighter.
Yes.
This would be great if you have that table runner pattern. We only have one left with the kit, but this would make a great darker.
I'm just going to move these so we've got room to work. And there are more fabrics. So if you're at all interested, pop down and so that green I showed you, there's one that's on the blue with the pink. So yes, and there's another one, but definitely stop and see them. They're worth the trip, let me tell you.
And they are also featured on the Facebook Live tab. So you can see them digitally, but nothing beats seeing them in
Oh
person.
no, they don't look anything like that. I mean, they do. Don't get me wrong, but as you all know, the cameras can wash them out. You got to see them with your own eyes.
Plus, you can feel them.
What?
Plus, you can feel them.
Plus, you can feel them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, some other new things that we got in stock this week are this package of nail files. There's 3 of them. They're beautiful. They're $3.99 for the package.
Pretty cute.
Nice little dressy nail file for your purse or wherever you keep your nail file. I know my nails have literally, I had a gel manicure on December 26th. They have just recently recovered from that. Yeah, because it's not the manicure that was the problem. It was the peeling off that I shouldn't have done, but I did do. So yeah, I have needed a nail file. It was bad for it. This is another new to us thing. This is a primitive muslin. It's called tallow, and it's a wide back. So
108.
We noticed that when we were choosing a wide back for our bicentennial quilt, we didn't have anything really like that. What we did use, which is super fun, I'm going to show you. A friend of ours who worked on this with me, Kathy Hooker, had this in her sash, and it has can
words.
You see it?
Here, I'll come over. Hang on. Don't get sick. Okay.
It has the Constitution, or I don't know if it's the Constitution or the Declaration of Independence.
What's that? I'm not
Congress,
sure, but there's writing. United States is up here.
Very historical.
We the people. That's the Constitution, right? Preamble to the Constitution.
I'm going with that.
Okay, let's go with that. I wasn't a history major.
1776.
So that's Constitution. I don't know.
We don't know what it is. We're sorry.
Look at this quilting. As long as I'm over here.
I'm sorry to all my social studies teachers in high school.
But look at the quilting on this thing. It is Tara's magic again. And if you've never had Tara do a quilt for you, you would never regret it. Let me tell you. I just hand it to her and say, do your magic. I'm sorry to move you guys again.
Just there a lot of practice, but thank you.
It's magic, believe me.
All right, so I think that is all that I had to talk about. Oh, one more thing. We also got, with the Sagewood, these sweet little mini charms. Those are $4.99.
2.5.
2.5 inches.
Great for project bags. Mm-hmm. Great for Mondo bags, which we're doing a class this summer. And it's the line.
We only got 30 different prints, but that has 42 prints in it.
Well, I'll tell you, and Mondo bags would take, how many are here? 40?
42.
Would take 5 of them.
So if you want a Mondo bag made out of those babies,
you better come in and get them now. Yep. Or you can buy yardage and cut your own 2.5 inch.
Yeah, you could do that.
And then you can get the pattern, the prints that you really like.
True.
Mm-hmm. So.
All right, so that is all that I had to talk about, and now Irene has some fun stuff to share too.
Woohoo! Good morning. Hopefully I'm in front of the camera. I moved it, so now I don't even know. Okay, it's April, and this is the first Facebook Live in April. So we want to talk about the pre-sale deal of the month.
You got it.
Ha! Finally. She changed the name on me and it got me all confused. I'm a victim of habit. So, but this deal is great. I don't know about you, but I love thread and I love colored thread, especially now that I'm doing more machine applique and I'm hoping to get into some machine embroidery. So I love color. So what we are offering, I'll read it to you and then I'll show you the picture. We don't have a sample yet. It is Flower Girl Aurifil thread package. They're beautiful pastellis and a Blade Saver bundle. Okay. Normally it would be $79. The special for this month pre-order is $63.99. So again, a picture's not worth 1,000 words sometimes, but it's close. That is our deal for April. Now, just to review, the rules of the pre-sale. You can order it online, you can order it here, or you can call in and order it and prepay. Then at the end of the month, I will be gone, but at the end of the month, Tara will add up all the orders and she will order the product, and then we will give you a call when it comes in. If you're picking it up here. If you paid for shipping, we will ship them out. So that's how pre-orders work. This will be available for the next, I don't know, how many ever there
27 days.
27 days. There you go. And be sure to jump on it if you want it, and then you'll be all set. You won't forget about it. So it's a great deal. And if you've never used one of these cute little thread cutters, they're the best. And we are reserving the right to pick a color for you because they just come in a bunch of colors. Okay, it's not like we can order this, and that.
Also, those are the smaller Aurifil spools.
Yes, these are the small ones.
You can try them out instead of having like a long-term
a whole
commitment.
Great big.
You can date them instead of marry them.
There you go. There you go. It's always a good idea. Always. All right. We have. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 10 of them. Okay, 10 pastel colors, including there's a white one because and then of course the cutter. So, which is great.
And talk about what the Blade Saver is. They might not know.
I was going to say the Blade Saver is awesome because it uses. It's called a Blade Saver because it uses an old blade out of your rotary cutter, a 45 millimeter. You open it up, put that blade in there, and then you can, if you chain piece, which I do all the time, instead of cutting with scissors, you can pull it over and just cut like this. And you're getting more use out of your old blades. Because every once in a while, I feel guilty changing the blade because I don't know if I'm always happy when I do, but I just feel like it has some more that it could give me. So that's a big one.
Yes,
are they this
mine
size?
Is a big one.
They're the smaller ones.
Yep. I use the 60 millimeter blade. So
all right.
I got.
So she got this, but ours, the one in the deal is the 45. Okay. So this comes apart. See the little screw there? Comes apart. You put the blade in there. I think you can see it. And then you set it here. Now, if you're like me, you got to make sure you keep the opening to the blade up. You could do it on the side, I guess. It depends on how you want to do it. But the cool part that I love about this is this comes apart. Then you drop this in here carefully because I can't manage to get it in there. There. There's little magnets right there. And then you pop that on there. And okay, I do it better at home. I think I've got it in here crooked. But anyway, and it travels with you so that the blade is not exposed while you're traveling with it, because that would be bad. Especially with, see how nice it goes together when you do it right? But I love these. I have one in each pack that I travel with, my kit, and then I have one at home. Actually, I have two at home. I have a purple one. So that's worth the deal right there. I love it. Plus, I love thread. So, all right. The beautiful fabric that you just saw. We also got layer cakes, and I love layer cakes. So this will have every single pattern. We have most of them, but we don't have them all. Okay. And you may say, I have a ton of layer cakes. What am I supposed to do with them? Well, we have patterns for you. GE Designs makes a number of patterns that use layer cakes. The one we have here in the store is called Katie. And if you want, she has crib, lap, twin, full, queen, king. So a crib takes 30 squares. And how many are in a pack?
42.
42. So one pack will do it. A lap takes 42, exactly a pack. Twin, 88. Full, 110. queen 144, and king 170. But there are 6 patterns in here, basically. Okay, so that could be one.
And that one uses the what is it called? The stripology ruler, right?
No.
No?
Well, yeah. Yes. You can use regular stripology or stripology squared. I was thinking of that one. Okay.
Can you do it without the stripology, do you know?
You could. You could just measure them. All stripology does is give you a faster way to make your pieces. Okay, that's all it does. You'll notice these pieces aren't anything spectacular. They're squares and rectangles and things like that. So if you didn't have a stripology ruler, you could do this. Okay, it's easier with the stripology. All right, another one that we found out in the store is it's from a Quilting Life Designs, and it's Dresden's, and it calls for a layer cake for the Dresdens. And with all these different colors, that would be gorgeous. And then just pick, there's sashing, there's 9 patches. I mean, there's other things, but this would be great for making the Dresden.
And I think that pattern has a table runner
Yep.
as an option.
It has yardages for a wall hanging and a pillow. Okay. There we go. That's the one with the Dresdens, obviously. So that pattern is for a table runner and a wall hanging, and then there's also a pillow.
Nice options.
It's not, just big monster quilts. Believe me, I've had my share of big monster quilts for a little while.
This one almost looks like plaid.
Yeah. And I love GE design patterns. She designs very well, and her directions are pretty good. Sometimes there's a little bit of hiccup because she's not a native English speaker, but I've gotten so used to her that it's not a problem. And now other people look them over and do stuff. So those are just 2 possibilities. I'm sure you have, if you've got a stash of patterns, I'm sure some of them take 10-inch squares. They're very popular. And like I said, the neat thing about, if you've never done a layer cake, now it's called a layer cake if it's Moda. Okay, that they have, just like they are jelly rolls, Moda. But 10-inch squares can be found by any person who does fabric. They just may not be called layer cakes. But what you get is you get a variety. So if you're doing a scrappier style quilt, these are perfect, absolutely perfect. Plus you get to see it all. It's fun. I'm obsessed with layer cakes. I have a lot of them. So, okay. 3 for Thursday. Here we go. 3 for Thursday are 2 items that we have very few in the store and need to find a new home, and 1 fabric that needs to find a new home. So let's start with our hot hammer tool. And if you've ever used one of these, people swear by these because you can iron right on it. So you can fold it up to the measurement you need and not pull it out before you iron it. You can iron and press it right on there. Then you pull it out, move it down, do it again. So those who use these absolutely love them. Okay, I want you to know it was originally $18.95. That's huge. It is on sale for $8.99. Okay, almost $10 off within a few cents. All right, we have 1. Then we have another GE design pattern, Amelie. Brenda taught this quilt a couple of years ago. We'll just say a couple. I have no concept of time. And again, it uses 10-inch squares. So you could use, here, put that up there close. You might want to show them the hammer in case they've never heard of it. There.
Do this first.
Where'd the fabric go?
This is Amelie.
Oh, there it is. I love Amelie. That's a pretty pattern. And Brenda, when she made it, said it went together like a dream. And a number of you out there have made it. You took the class. And we've seen them at retreats get finished up, which is awesome.
This is another one that uses the Creative Grids
Yep.
Stripology Squared, or you could do it with the Stripology Extra Large.
Yep, because the extra large has the squared in it. But if you have an old one, it's not long enough, tall enough. It's not tall enough. So, or you can just use a ruler.
And then this is the hot hammer. You can see it has this curved edge here if you're doing a curve. Inside corner or outside corner. Really a handy tool.
Very handy. It's just been here for a long time. Yep. So it's now $8.99.
Yep. All right.
The Amelie pattern is regular $10. It's on sale for $5. And this is the only one we have, I believe. I believe it's a one and done.
Yep.
Okay. And then the fabric. Oh, it's a batik. This is, is it got a fancy name? Nope. Yep, batik yellow. That's not really its name, but that's what it was given. It is, I noticed on that thing, on the computer, it looks different. So
it does. It didn't photograph well.
It didn't photograph well at all.
It is showing beautiful. Through pretty true on this video, though. Yeah.
I like it. It's really pretty. So once again, save me because I will buy this one. And there are approximately, I have no idea what that number says.
There's a bunch.
There's lots of numbers. Apparently it's been sold a couple times, but there's a lot. It'd be a nice backing. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. And $5 a yard. Okay, so you can't beat that, especially a batik. You just can't beat it. And it's gorgeous. If you really like yellow, this is perfect. Okay? All right. I think that's all we have. I will, 2 weeks from today, right? Yes, 2 weeks from today, I will be headed to Maine to spend the rest of April and part of the beginning of May with my sister and at 2 retreats in at Schoodic for UFOs over Schoodic. So I'll be here next week though. So, all right. I don't believe we have any questions because Brenda has not signaled to me. Oh, just a quick reminder for my Finish It Uppers. It's this Saturday. You can still join. You can join Finish It Up at any point. Okay. This is our fourth month. The first month was kind of organization, but I'll get to see, you bring in what you finished. If you didn't finish it, you give us a fat quarter. And then the people who did finish we cheer and we take pictures and we put your name, you put your name on a ticket. It goes into whatever we have, a bowl, a basket, or whatever. Then we choose one of those people to get the fat quarters from the people that didn't finish. Then all of the tickets get saved until the end of the year where we do a grand prize. So you can still join. At this point, you would need 6 or 7 projects that you have not completed, and you can join us. It's fun. It's a great group of ladies. So we could always use some men if you want to, convince a male quilter to join us. So that's this Saturday, along with Alaska. We're actually getting into the quilting, sewing of Alaska. And then Brenda has a carrots class we showed you last week. And at the very end of the month is the first Twinkle Star. And I believe there's only one spot left if it's still there. This is Barb's Twinkle Star. It is a Judy Niemeyer. Okay, and she has graciously put the tags on it so you can see what the fabric numbers would be. And you can fabric it your own way. Fabric it? I don't think that's a word. But anyway, that is the last Saturday of the month. So I believe last we checked there was one spot left. So if you're on the fence, you might want to jump over to the light side, not the dark side, and sign up for the class so you've got a spot. And Barb Miller, one of the best teachers out there. So even if you've never done Judy, this is a little, I mean, it's challenging. Judy's always are.
That's why you have a class.
But it's also not 100 by 100. So I love mine's hanging up right here. And it was my pan over. We're going to pan over.
The colors are very different.
Yes. And that is, I have got to say, my favorite Judy, and I've done a lot of them. And I've done some very large ones. But that one is my favorite. Not only the colors, but the ease of putting it together. It was fun. I would take the class again, but I'm going to be gone. So, and plus, I want to save room for all of you to take it if you can. So, all right, I think that's it. I'm not getting any questions from Brenda. So you guys have a great week, and we will see you next Thursday. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.